Welcome back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I am Connor Williams and we're back with another one of our 24/7 news report videos. As always, we start with the headline news, and the headline news this evening is that Newcastle are still interested in Anthony Gordon after they had a bid rejected last summer. That's come from Luke Edwards of the Telegraph. We did run a poll on the Toffee Blues saying, would you sell Anthony Gordon? 2,080 of you have voted. 88.6% said yeah, 5.3% said I don't know, and 6.1% of you said no. So quite high odds there, isn't it? A lot of fan base unity there. I think problem is with Gordon is there's sparks of a brilliant player, who I think has been a little bit overhyped. I don't think he was ever going to be the wonderkin that people are saying he was ever going to be. Which is the curse of being a local lad from Liverpool that comes to Everton through the academy. You get the stamp of once was great Wayne Rooney, Ross Barkley got it, Anthony Gordon, and there's so many that fall quite short of that very high tippity top, which is Rooney. But he was still had the potential to be a good player. I think everyone could see that. But the problem is now, it's been 3 seasons, and we're not really seeing any progression, any kickoff. He's good at taking his man on, but the end product is lacking a little bit. And then I think fans have just grown a little bit frustrated with him, which is why the fan base is saying that. In my opinion, I think there's still a good player there, but he needs to really kick on now in development. If he wants to go, then fair enough. If he wants to stay, fair enough. There were rumours that he was going to sign a new contract. They've gone very quiet all of a sudden. Listen, it depends what Newcastle are offering. I said in the summer when Chelsea were offering silly money, we should have took it, and we never. And it's a big regret, I think, for the club. If Newcastle are going to offer silly money, then brilliant, take it. But I don't think Newcastle will. For all that they might be the richest club in football, they hire the right people. They're very clever. They're not doing an us. They're not blasting money as much up the wall as we did when we first got it. And they're not doing like a Chelsea. So I think they've hired people. It's not the Saudi state or the owners that do all the business. They've hired footballing people to deal with it. So it's not quite like Chelsea where their owner is just out on a whim, typing in on Football Manager, top 10 FM23 Wonder Kids. They've actually hired footballing people who are going to, have a look at Gordon well enough to come up with their valuation. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. We also have the news that Tottenham have offered winger Lucas Moura to Everton. That's come from the Mail Sport. There's a couple of reports here saying it as well. Andre Hernan, who's a journalist, has said that Everton are interested in signing Lucas Moura. Again, we ran a poll before I give you my thoughts. We ran a poll. Would you take Lucas Moura at Everton? 4,458 of you have voted. 53.5% saying yeah. 16.8% saying you don't know. And 29.7% saying no. He's a good player. His wages might be a bit up the wall. He's fast, or he was fast. I can't remember last time I watched him play because he doesn't get in the Spurs squad as much as he used to. On his day, he used to be a really good player for Spurs. If he's still got a bit of that, then I'd definitely have him. He offers. Unfortunately, it's no longer, are they a good player? It's more, are they better than what we have? And Lucas Moura is a good player, was a good player, might still be a good player, but he is almost definitely, more than that, he's definitely better than what we have. So, I don't oppose this one if the figures are right and the numbers are right and the finances are right behind it. I'm not against it. We also have that Anthony Elanga is joining Borussia Dortmund on loan with an option to buy as a possibility. That's come from Bild, Bild, which is looks like a German journalist paper. I'm not that gutted to miss out on him. I said he's a good young raw player. If we miss out on him though, I'm not devastated. I don't think he was going to save us this season. I don't think any one player saves us. I think we need several players. And in my opinion, new management to control them. But Elanga was never going to be that fix. I'm not that devastated that we're missing out on him. Aston Villa and Everton are interested in Lyon striker Moussa Dembele. This has come from Santi JFM, who is Santi Una, a journalist for Foot Mercato. I did see this. I really like Moussa Dembele. I spoke about him in a video the other day. I said I really like him. He's a great player. did read somewhere that he doesn't want to come join a relegation battle, so that might go against us, and that might go in Villa's favour, who have only just who look like they're about to sell Danny Ings to West Ham, so he could be Danny Ings' replacement. So watch that space there. We have that PSV have shown concrete interest in Anu Danjuma and would like to bring him back to the Netherlands. This is from Rick Elfrink, who is a journalist for Sports World in Holland. Again, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Fabrizio did also back this up by saying PSV are among many clubs interested in Danjuma, as Madik is in talks with Chelsea and Gakpo's already left for Liverpool. So they see him as a replacement for the two wingers they've lost. Again, I really would like Danjuma, but it looks like there's far too much attention around him. I think we're late to the ball once again, and we're going to have to watch him go home with somebody a lot prettier than us at this party. Interestingly, we have some manager news now. David Moyes could be sacked from West Ham if they lose against Everton this weekend, but then could become the favourite to take over from Frank Lampard. If Lampard is sacked, Moyes still has admirers at Everton. I wonder who they are. That is via Jay Burt of the Telegraph and Matt Law of the Daily Telegraph as well. I wonder who his admirers are. I think it's pretty obvious who they are. Listen, I wouldn't mind David Moyes back at Everton. I wouldn't be opposed to it. We did run a poll. 5,924 of you voted. 37.9% said you'd take Moyes back. 19.5% said you don't know, and 42.6% said no. I guess it's one of those never go back type of thing, but I think it'd be between him and Deitch. Depends which one you want, doesn't it, really? I do see David Moyes working at us, but I can't. I think maybe we should go pull the Deitch trigger. They do say never go back. It's interesting though, because if we beat them and he's sacked, that keeps Lampard in a job for who knows how long. Managerial says he's got a vote of confidence, so potentially till the end of the season. And our fate is sealed. Who knows how long's a piece of string? So David Moyes could be unemployed for quite a while before he becomes the favourite for our job. If they win, though, coincidentally, that might keep him in a job a little bit longer. And then we're sort of scrambling round then on either sticking with Frank Lampard or maybe going for Deitch. But yeah, like I said before, West Ham are signing Danny Ings on, I believe, fee of 10 million, rising to 15. We did ask, would you like to see Everton sign him for that much? Just because that's the figure. And 3,943 of you have voted, and 54% of you said, yeah, you would have liked us to get Danny Ings for that price. 55% said nope. So it's very split there. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. He's going to West Ham, isn't he? But it is interesting that we've lost out on a 10 million figure, rising to 15. Just shows you how broke the club are, because if we really wanted him, we should have that type of money. And finally, we have that Tyler Anyango has been recalled from his loan at Burton because he's just not developed there. So I'll have to keep an eye on that as well. But that's all we got time for. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and comment down below your thoughts on anything I've discussed. I'll see you guys very soon.